Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Monday. Hopefully no one has the Monday blues because it's truck racing time. Fitzz Auto Services Truck Series presented by Midwest BBQ with the Digital Sim Racing League. 27 drivers checked in for what I feel is probably one of the toughest tracks on the schedule. Martinsville Speedway, the little half-mile paperclip. And they have turned out in force. You didn't pay attention a minute ago, everybody within the area for Fitzz Auto. They are giving 10% discount on labor for first responders, military, police, firemen, nurses. Just go in and talk to them about it if you need some auto service work and get them working on your stuff. Interesting note for tonight. Let's see how long we have so I can talk to you here. Oh, we got 3 minutes. We got all kinds of time. We're going to have a bounty tonight, and I want to get the driver who has the bounty on his head if he's here, and I can find him. He is. Kobayashi is right there. I'm going to drag him up here, and I'm going to talk to him. So give us just a second so we can move him. Copy Stidham, Roger Wagner, DSSN booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man, you got the bounty on you tonight, and you're going to start 27th out of 27. If somebody else can get it done and you don't get all tore up and destroyed and finish close to them, then they're going to win a bounty. But if you can drive from the back to the front, you get to claim the bounty as long as all the criteria gets met. What do you think about that, and what's going to be your plan tonight?
Yeah, I think coming into a place like Martinsville, you kind of have to have the mindset of like, you got to have patience, but also be aggressive. For starting where I am, it's going to be definitely difficult coming through the field and maneuver my way up there. But I have confidence in myself, got confidence in the team, and that we can get right up there. Honestly, I don't really have a strategy other than just to try to keep my nose clean. And this place is tough. You can be at your high of high, and then you can be at your low of low, and it's all about controlling your emotions and being patient and just working your way up there through the field. But yeah, just looking forward to this one. It's going to be definitely fun to watch. There's going to be a lot of rubbing. There's going to be a lot of everything, so it's going to be interesting to watch for sure.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to let you get down there, get ready for the drivers' meeting, qualifying, and all that. 3 for 3 before we go into the break. Is that in the cards tonight before we let you go?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be, that's the goal, is to, go 3 for 3 and claim that bounty. But overall, if we don't get it, appreciate you guys putting on the series, everybody at DSRL and everybody at True Speed Motorsports, Casey Graves and Nick Cooper, and it's definitely going to be a blast. Let's go do this.
All right, my man. Thanks for chatting with us. Good luck. Hopefully we get a chance to talk to you here in just a little while.
Yep, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Kobe Stidham, everybody. He opened the season with 2 straight wins and now has the bounty on him. And the bounty works like this. If a driver that is not Cody Stidham can win the race, Cody cannot get wrecked. Cody cannot wreck himself. Cody has to finish within 1 lap of the winner, and his truck has to be drivable and intact, all of those things. Then that person will pick up $20 in iRacing credits and or another form, which usually is PayPal, because that's I don't do Venmo and all the other stuff. But if Kobe can drive from the back without having an at-fault incident, no violations on pit road, and he can win the race, he'll get to collect the bounty, and the bounty will be back on him next week. Or in 2 weeks, I'm sorry, in 2 weeks when we come back to Chicagoland. Drivers are off next week on a bye week, so that's a little bit to look forward to. Top 5 in points have to go to the back tonight. Stidham, Wansing, Graves, Cooper. Man, I know I'm forgetting one, and I can't remember who it is. I had him, and I lost him. Let me look. I think I got it right here. Shane Yost is in that top 5 as well. So we got drivers on track already here. Here's somebody who was quick in a practice session a little while ago, and he's getting a little heat in them tires. He learned a little bit from old Seth Wansing a little while ago, because that's what Seth was doing. And Seth ran 19:19, which is flying around here. Well, watch this lap. I know Yost and Wansing and Boyd and everybody else are coming out here too. Adam Vinny's in the house. First time by Steele in 1946. Damore went, whoa, I thought he'd go quicker. 1967. Bigelow is out here. Let's go check on old Brocky Brock. Vinny, Wagon Schutz, Semmelman. Here's Seth Wansing coming around. Seth Wansing getting himself on the clock. Doyle Lawrence, Adam Vinny, 19:32, puts the 64. Quick time. Let's see what Mr. Wansing does. He was running 1s and 2s pretty consistently. What's he put up this time by? 19:29 to just edge out Mr. Vinny. We'll see if he can get his second lap in and score a time here, and then we'll move on. Shane Yost on track. Shane Yost's first lap did not count, so he needs to count. It says second one Oh, his first lap did count. Yost jumps to 7th quick. Adam Vinny 2 laps, about the same time for both. Austin Semmelman 3rd quick now on his 2nd lap. Father Time is out here. Wansing did not improve. In fact, he slowed down 15 100ths to about a 43 or 44. Oh! The old man stepped on a banana peel coming out of 2. So he'll get it fired up and he'll go again. Or will he? Yeah, nope. He's not going to get in a 2nd lap. And that's going to be rough. Larry Moody is on track. There's the Fitzz Automotive truck out here in the Fitzz Automotive series. Do what the other old man of the group can do. We've got 7 drivers that are not even trying to qualify. Forstner, Spalding, Fall, Cooper, Graves. Looks like Rundle for no time. We'll see if Moody can put a time in. Looks like he will. We'll see how quick he is. Moody, 19th quick, gets 1978. And then that banana peel still laying there. Somebody ought to pick that up. But he's got to go to the back regardless. Cody Stidham was 4th quick. We talked to him pre-race. He's won the last 2. He'll have to start P27 when we roll out there tonight. And he'll have Seth Wansing directly in front of him on the start. Wansing said last week, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to win the Martinsville race. He said this was his favorite track. He feels like his truck is good. He's got a great setup underneath it. Qualified on the pole, so he'll get bonus points for that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 of our top 5 are going to go to the back from that top 5. The other 2 didn't qualify. They're already going to be back there. So, you know who's rolling out late? Mr. Spalding, Captain Spalding, already has a pole this year. We'll see what the 25 truck can put down. Hello, Miss Jane. Hello, Miss Jennifer. The ladies are already in the house and chatting it up. Plenty of viewers out there. Kevin Spalding, 19.72 seconds, and he's good enough for 17th on the board. So, Seth Wansing, Adam Vinny, Austin Selman, Cody Stidham, and Shane Yost are going to pick up bonus points tonight. Those 3 are in. 3 of those 5 are in the top 5 in points already, so Brandon Steele, new in the series tonight. First night in the trucks. Qualifies in 6th. Josh Whiteman. A bunch of 5 cars in the top 10. Wansing, Steele, Whiteman. Well, we're going to look at starting lineups here. And we'll fire them off. They look like this. Wansing will go to the back, but he's scheduled to be on the pole in the 5. Adam Vinny in 64 on the outside of that front row. Austin Semmelman in the 18. Row 2 to the inside. Kobe Stidham will move out of that spot, but he's scheduled in 4th in the 36. He'll go to the back. Shane Yost in the 99 from inside row 3 will join those guys at the back, but he was scheduled to start next to the 5 of Brandon Steele. Then the 5 of Josh Whiteman inside row number 4, next to Austin DeMore in the 7. Jeff Werdeman, the 81. Tom Ossendorf, the 32, rounding out your top 10 in qualifying. Scott King in the 18. Jacob Schmutz, the number 1. They fill in row number 6. And then you'll have Keith Steele in the 67. Garrett Boyd, the 21, your 7th row. Your 8th row is the 27 of Brock Bigelow and the 13 of Ryan Wagenschutz. Kevin Spalding in the 25. Doyle Rance, the 88. Fill up row number 9. Our 10th row is the 54. The Flying Buckeye, Matt Westfall, next to Larry Moody in the 73. Jay Schaff, he should be in the 14, not the 3. He'll be alongside another 5 car in the series, Brad Chambers. They're row 11. Row 12 is Nick Cooper, the 35, and Casey Graves in the 01. That's our 12th. Then our 13th row is Reed Rundle, the 43, Mike Forster, the 69, and Outback Jack, the 22 of John Fall. Now, the top 5 in points will fall behind John Fall. Single file out the back door. We'll drop the green flag for 100 laps. These guys will have a couple of pace laps to get everybody situated where they go. Remember, your top 5 in qualifying scored 6 for the pole, 4 for second, 3 for third, 2 for fourth, and 1 for fifth in the qualifying session. So guys are already putting points on the board. They get a point for leading a lap. They get a point for leading the most laps. They'll get a point for the fastest in the race lap. Lots of different bonus points to be had. As well, we're waiting on Seth Lansing. They are almost up to Brad Chambers missing the call to start the race tonight, so we're going to have 26 of them. Adam Vinny changed up his paint. I'm not sure if the LA Lakers colors look good on him. We'll see. We'll see how he does with that. All right, this time around, we're going to kick him off for 100. Guys, the last time we had a race here in the trucks was Midwest Truck Series, and we had a lot of cautions. We hope not to have that tonight. All of these guys have gotten laps in. They've had practice. What they haven't had is traffic. So we'll see how we do. But it's time to kick the tires, light the fires. Green flag time here. Monday Night Thunder. Fitzz Automotive Truck Series underway. Oh, Austin Semmelman. Woo! Good save. Big wiggle. Good save. He's going to lose a handful of spots. He's going to fall all the way back to about 5th or 6th right here. Adam Vinny goes to the point. Steele, then to Moore. Then it's Josh Whiteman, Tom Ostendorf, and then Austin Semmelman back here 5th or 6th. Werdeman is right behind that. So is Tiny Dancer Scott King in the 18. Ostendorf missed the corner a little bit, opened it up for Werdeman. He's going to be stuck on the outside for just a minute. Now he's got room to get down. Caution for the first time. Oh, boy. I don't know what I saw, but I know it's back here around these guys. Oh, that's the 88 of Doyle Lawrence. Yeah, let's go back. No, 88 and a 43 having a little meeting of older gentlemen. All right, so we're going to slow things down. We got about 3-4 laps in here. It's been all 64 truck. Well, Michael Whiteman, welcome. Hello, Mr. Bill. Got a lot of viewers. I only got a handful chatting it up. Guys, say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. If you got a favorite driver, shout them out. If this is your first time with us, if you're on Facebook, like, share, or follow. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, hit the subscribe button so you'll know that every time we go live, you can come watch the greatest racing action on the web. Tomorrow night, B-car, Xfinity type cars. Timber Creek Homes, Stock Car Series, presented by Brief O'Brady's. Don't forget to tune in for that. They will be at Iowa Speedway. Should be a good one. Little 0.8 of a mile racetrack. We go short track racing this week. And we're still short track racing when we come back in 2 weeks on Tuesday night for sure. Because the B cars, the Timber Creek guys, are going to go to one of the toughest racetracks, period, as they head over to North Wilkesboro. That'll be on the 17th. I know you guys will miss me next week. Just go watch replays from previous series. Make sure that you lament my absence in the chat. All of those things. I know how much you guys enjoy when I'm doing this for you. So that's just sounded so bad and felt so wrong just saying it. Man. Vinny, Steele, DeMoore, Whiteman, Semmelman, Ostendorf, Werdeman, King, Schmutz, and Steele are our top 10, and that is Keith Steele. Because Brandon Steele is second right now as we get ready to double up. Doyle Lawrence tapping out, going to the back. I think Brad Chambers came out, make a couple of laps, and he took his right back to pit road. I'm not sure what happened there. They're doubled up, ready to get at it. How are some of our other drivers? Cooper, Stidham, and Graves are still at the back. Wansing has moved up, and so has Yost. They're inside the top 20. We're ready for green flag racing once again. And the green flag back in the air. A little mist of a shift there for Brandon Steele, it looks like. That he had a little tire spin. That opens the door for Austin Demore. Here comes Josh Whiteman. Oh, they're wrecking behind. Whoop, 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 whoop. Restarts are going to be the thing. We're going to watch the 67 truck, the black truck right here. On the high side, gets a little wide, gets in the marbles, gets the throttle into it, and around he goes. Don't look like heavy contact from anyone. They just have to unpile. Everyone should be able to continue. Jeff Wardeman on pit road. Tom Ostendorf on pit road. He spun right in front of that group, but I don't know. Looks like both those trucks have right front damage. They may have gotten together on that caution. There's not a lot of shakeup. Not a lot at all. Austin Demore got around Brandon Steele. Everybody behind that fairly close to where they were. Garrett Boyd is in the top 10. Kevin Spaulding and Matt Westfall have cracked in, and that's because some of those other guys that had to go out and go to the back after that spin. So Wagon Schutz was part of that. Schaff was part of that. Steele started the whole thing. Then Moody and Bigelow, and they are right in front of your leader, so they're all going to get a wave around at 1 to go. They'll be back on the lead lap. They'll just be at the tail of the field. First time that anything has been in front of the 64 except for the pace car tonight. Good evening, Miss Deb. Thank you very much, ma'am. I felt like being a little pain in the hind end and tooting my own home for a second there, but truly, I try to be more humble than that. I know you guys can go watch anything anywhere and probably enjoy it just as much, but I do this because the drivers do such a great job here, and I know they have a lot of personal fans, each one of them. So I'm trying to bring you guys a quality show. All right, we're about to go green once again. Going to restart on lap number 12. And we're back on the green. Good start for Vinny. Not so great for Demore, but I think they wanted to get single file quickly and get Whiteman and Steele kind of battling each other. Semmelman is working his way back towards the front. He's back up to the 5th spot now. Jacob Schmutz right behind. Caution. This might be a big one, folks. This may be an overcooked entry because we are just going to get started. We're watching Kevin Spaulding. I think he is going to get a little, a move from the 54 down across the 43. Started a chain reaction, and there's one of your top 5 in points to 99 of Shane Yost, who gets the pancake job. We're going to go back. We're going to watch this because I know where to look. Yeah, we didn't quite back up far enough. Let's go back again. Little miss breaking point, and that's where everybody ends up. Kind of piled in right there. So we still have roughly 85 laps to go. A great turnout, as I said before. 27 have showed up. We still have 22, 23 on the track, but we got 26 still in the race. We should be getting ready to get the one to go this time. Now we have a Go 69 car. Okay. Well, all right. So Mike has a fan. Mr. Forstner has another fan in here. All right, we're doubled up. We're getting ready to go back to it. Ryan Wagenschut's the only driver on track that's not on the lead lap currently. 3 retirees officially. These guys could get into a nice little rhythm. We'll see what they can do. By the way, Seth Wansing in the 5. Yeah, he's in the top 10, folks. He's coming. Good restart. Side by side for the third spot. That's going to get worked out quickly. Brandon Steele will have the advantage. Behind that, Semmelman and Schmutz are again side by side. This time Schmutz with the slip. Semmelman goes by, and that opens the door for Garrett Boyd to try to take a peek, and he doesn't get the job done, so Schmutz will get back in line. Now side by side, Wansing. That's Tiny Dancer, Scott King, Kobe Stidham in the 36. Running up here. He's following Seth Wansing right on through. And so is Casey Graves, as they're all inside the top 10 now. Put Scott King 11th. Doyle Lawrence, after his little spin, he's back into 12th. Schaff, Fall, Bigelow, Steele, Forstner, Rundle, Cooper, Moody, Yost, and Westfall. And Matt Westfall around. Let's just make sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's happened a little before. It gave me our caution. Tight racing. Oh, yeah. Pushy, pushy, shovey, shovey. So our fourth caution, and that was right around lap 20. Vinny's still out front. DeMore, Steele, Whiteman, Simmelman, Schmutz, Boyd, Wansing, Stidham, and Graves. Wansing, Stidham, and Graves started. 27, 26, and 23. And now they are here. Yost was up there as well. He'll be getting some repairs in the infield. He'll have to go back and restart back towards the back. And Cooper started at the back, stayed at the back. He's still 19th. He's avoided a lot of the mayhem. And Nick Cooper still has a pretty clean-looking truck. All the boys just need to settle down. It's a long race. You can't win it in the first 20, but you can surely lose it.
Green, green, green.
Brandon Steele to the inside of Josh Whiteman for third, and here's caution once again. Let's go back and have another look. Oh, he was doing all right until right there. He probably would have been able to hang on to that. Not get a lot of damage on it. So we'll watch him pace for just a moment. We'll be right back. So, one of our contenders with a little bit of damage on the back, but the spoiler is still on the back of that truck. And I think he will take his wave around, get back there. Whoops, sorry guys, pushed the wrong button. I was trying to make sure we were 100% live and I pushed the pause button. All right. Vinny, Demore, Whiteman, Steele, Semmelman, Schmutz, Boyd, Stidham, Graves, and King now are the top 10. All right, we're going to double them back up once again.
Green, green, green.
And green once again. Lap number 30. Going to be a battle behind. We're going to look a little further back. Get back to that as Brandon Steele got the spot away from Whiteman right in front of Semmelman. Boyd on the inside of Schmutz is looking like he's going to take a spot, and he will. Stidham and Graves are there, and the door is open. They tried to go 3 wide. That's a bad idea every single time, and 1 and 2. It's bad in 3 and 4 as well, but Stidham and company, they are coming. Let's go back here. Let's see. Nick Cooper. That's who I thought that was, right behind Brock Bigelow. He's up there at about 15th now. He's slowly making his way. Right in front of that, Mike Forstner is working on Jay Schaff. Take a look a little further back. Keith Steele and Reed Rundle, 16th and 17th. Yost and Wansing, who have both had their troubles, are back here at about 19th and 20th. Well, we love all the guys over at Beef O'Brady's, and we're glad you guys are watching. Shout out, Jersey and everybody there. Appreciate all of your support. This is a tight pack, and I feel like the top 2 are getting away. This group is just off a little bit, and it might be the 105 truck is kind of holding everybody up. Here we go again. We're going to have the 5 truck having a problem. Seth Wansing. For a favorite track, he is not having a favorite day. Oh my, I don't know. Yeek. Looked like that truck got out of shape in turn 4 and finally decided to wreck in turn 1. So, Vinny, Demore, Steele, Whiteman, Sommerman, Boyd, Stidham, Schmutz, King, Forstner are the top 10. Jay Schaff 11th, Nick Cooper 12th, Doyle Lawrence 13th, Reed Rundle 14th, Keith Steele is 15th, then Larry Moody into 16th, Seth Wansing still out here, he's in 17th. Bigelow, Yost, Graves have all gone to the pits, 18, 19, 20. John Fall is running around out here a couple of laps down. Wagon Shuts is 3 laps down. And 22 trucks is all that we have. As we're going to look, John Fall is going to get a wave around, and that will move him back to about 2 laps down, 1 lap down when he gets the wave around. He'll be a 1 lap down. He'll be the only truck 1 lap down, so if we catch another caution, he'll get a wave around. He'll be back onto the lead lap with us. All right, so we are doubling up once again. Adam Vinny will take the outside. Austin DeMore will take the inside. Steele and Whiteman. Selman and Boyd. Stidham and Schmutz. King and Schaff. Actually, might be King and Forstner. And it looks like it is going to be King and Forstner, as Mike Forstner will restart P10. Fall. Seth Wansing to pit road, and it looks like enough damage on the 5 truck. That's going to hurt him.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back in the air once again. Quick start for the 64. 7 falls right in behind. They'll battle behind that. Oh, caution again. We kind of watched that one happen. Up off the top side. Oh, yeah. Whiteman got a little loose. Tried to save it. 18 truck was already up the inside. Had his nose there. Nowhere for him to go. So short track racing in the truck series, and it gets a little tough. Vinny, DeMore, Steele, Boyd, Schmutz, Stidham, Forstner, King, Schaff, and Lawrence are now your top 10. Austin Selman on pit road. I don't know how much damage. Yeah, front end is kind of crinkled in. He's about a foot narrower on each side. We'll see if he can get that fixed and get back out. Close to the front here. And he'll roll back out. Shane Yost is rolling back out as well. John Fall should be the wave around truck one more time here, and that's going to put him back on the lead lap. One of the roughest races we've seen in a while in this truck series, in nearly a season and a half. But short track racing, you got to accept a little bumping and grinding, and a little fender bending, and look who's up there on the outside of that second row. That's a 21 of Garrett Boyd. Cody Stidham is tucked in right behind him. I'm looking for Nick Cooper. Nick Cooper is back there about 8 rows on the outside. Graves is on the row in front of him on the inside, so ready for a restart here. This time Boyd trying to keep pace with the two up front on that restart. Thought he had it timed up. He might have been able to get DeMore right there, but now he's going to have to fight Brandon Steele for the third spot, and he's caught on the outside. Stidham is right behind. Tough sledding on that top side. There's not enough rubber on the track right now. Make that outside super viable, but Boyd is making it work at the moment. He needs a slip out of the 5. Yeah, there's a slip up the track. That's not enough. Stidham don't know which way to go. These two side by side are starting to let the two leaders inch away a little bit. Good battle for third. They have been side by side since the restart. This time, Steele looks like he is going to prevail, and Stidham moved down. He could see what was about to happen. And he is going to try to use that open door policy, and he'll get around Boyd if he can right here. Jacob Schmutz in 6th back there watching this happen, and now Boyd's going to get down to the bottom. He may see if Stidham can open the door and then get him by and then go back after Stidham. Stidham's going to look to the high side, now cuts it right back in front of Boyd. Car around behind, they're going to get him safe. Oh, no, they're not. Yes, they are. Everybody's going to keep them facing forward. It looked like Jay Schaff got just a little bit free, and Casey Graves got right there to his door, and they touched. Now, the door left open by Schaff getting into 1 and 2, and Graves will go right by. It's a 3-car battle behind that. Yost, King, and Cooper was going to make it 3 wide on Yost and couldn't get the job done because Yost covered the bottom very well. Now Cooper works around him in 1 and 2. Up the backstretch, Cooper up to the 14th spot. Let's go back to Brandon Steele. He's got company on the inside now. Door is open. Stidham got there. Can Boyd make it work and get around, get up there, and get his nose in and keep Steele on the high side? This is Martinsville racing. That's Martinsville right there in a nutshell. A little door bang to slow a guy down. And Boyd had to fall back behind Steele. He's 5th. Looks like the 21 is faster than the 105, but he's got to be able to get his nose there and root him up off that bottom line. Kobe Stidham won the first 2 races. Now he sits 3rd. He has got to make up 3.3 seconds in 45 laps, and caution will help do that. Keith Steele, the 67 truck, I believe for the 2nd time tonight, is going to have a problem. Oh, yeah, he got out there wide, got in the marbles. That's a bad place to be. Kobe Stidham now going to assume the lead. Almost everybody else looks like they're coming to pit road out of that top 5. Watching our leader. There goes Boyd, zips off to his. There goes DeMore. He zips off to his. Here comes Adam Vinny, and he zips off to his pit stall. Austin Semmelman slides into his pit stall. Out they go. So, Stidham, Bigelow, Graves, Cooper, are the top 4. John Fall back on the lead lap, now up to 5th. Demore, Schmutz, Vinny, Lawrence, Brandon Steele, the top 10. Garrett Boyd, 11th. Mike Forstner, 12th. Reed Rundle, 13th. Scott King will be 14th. Then Austin Semmelman, and I believe Jay Schaff will be 15th. Then everybody else that looks like they're going to be rolling off pit road at some point. Larry Moody. Moody 1 lap down right now. Not sure who our lucky dog was because a lot of people pitted and some people pitted that might have had a shot at it. I don't know. We're already 1 to go here. We still have about 42 laps or 42 laps remaining. Sorry. Yeah, everybody getting them doubled up. Kobe Stidham. He pitted earlier this evening. One of the early cautions. Green flag and a good start even on the older tires. He got a pretty good run. Brock Bigelow just as good, and he'll go from the outside of the front row to second. Now it's a battle. Graves has the inside getting into 3 and 4. Bigelow out wide. That may open the door for Cooper. And the teammates are going to run 1, 2, 3, but DeMore is going to get an open door from Bigelow as well. Vinny's going to try to take advantage of that also. Bigelow will go from 2nd to 6th in about 2 laps. Brandon Steele behind that. Then Lawrence, Fall, and Boyd are your top 10 right now. Boyd on the high side. He might make it work on the little bit fresher tires. He definitely did. Here comes Reed Rundle as well. And he's got Austin Semmelman in that modified truck. Oh, teammates tippity-tapping it right there. That opens the door for Schmutz. Schaff looks like Forstner as well is going to try to get through there. Tiny Dancer back here in 16th behind this mess. Back up front, Stidham has the point. Then Graves, then Cooper. Now Vinny's going to go around DeMore. I don't know what happened there. I didn't see if there was a slip out of the 7 or if just a good exit run for the 64, but they're on fresher tires. Now Casey Graves is looking for the lead. Nick Cooper right behind these two, and he's trying to figure out if the bottom's going to be open. Stidham trying to go for 3 in a row. 35 laps to go. Graves clears Stidham. Cooper's got his nose to the inside. Vinny tried to root his way in. Cooper having none of it. Great battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th right now. As Austin DeMore is tucked right into that mess too. Graves, Stidham, and it's a battle. Vinny, Cooper, and depending on where we're at on the racetrack, one or the other has 3rd. At the line, it was Vinny. Cooper with a good run through, turns 1 and 2, but Stidham in front of him didn't get such a good run. Now Vinny may have Cooper cleared. He does, and he immediately goes on the attack on Stidham. Right down to the inside. Can Stidham hold him off? He doesn't have as much momentum getting out of the corner, but he'll drive it down into 1 and 2. Packs it down in there and holds on to 2nd.
All right, man,
Caution behind. This may be Yost and Steele. Jonathan Steele behind Shane Yost. This looks pretty. Oh, yep. Yep. And then there comes Wagon Shuts. And he got into him as well. So we'll slow things down. We'll see what happens now because it doesn't make any sense for these guys to go get tires this late in the race. We only got 30 laps to go. Look in between those two. Hey. Lift that white clear box. Is that not it? All right, let's set it up because there they go. Kobe Stidham goes to pit road. The only truck from the leaders to go to pit road is Larry Moody, our lucky dog. Larry Moody gets the lucky dog. So Casey Graves, Adam Vinny, Nick Cooper, Austin DeMore, Brandon Steele, Garrett Boyd, Reed Rundle, Brock Bigelow, Austin Semmelman, and Jay Schaff look like they will be our top 10. Down and away is the 36 truck. And he makes his way onto the speedway. He will restart 18th. So we're ready for one to go. Graves has chosen the inside. Teammates, inside rows 1 and 2. And outside rows 1 and 2, just not the same team. True Speed on the inside. And Team Lumber Dude on the outside. Into the start zone. Graves with a pretty decent start. So did Cooper, and he'll get alongside Vinny, at least for the time being. Getting through turns 1 and 2. Lap starting to wind down. We're getting close to 25 to go. It's 26 this time. Caution again. Lawrence and Moody going to get together. Let's just go see what happened here. Ooh. Schmutz got a little bit into Lawrence, and then Lawrence got fault. Stidham gets kind of by. At least not much in the way of contact. Drivers trying to get trucks righted and rolling. Restarts are helping. Graves, Vinny, Cooper, Boyd, DeMore, Steele, Rundle, Bigelow, Semmelman, and King are your top 10 at this moment. We're going to be around 22 to go when we go back to green. Can Casey Graves hold off Adam Vinny for 22 more laps? Let's see if we can look at the spare. I know Vinny pitted on about lap 55. Graves pitted on about lap 36. So about 20 laps difference in tires. Now, I have to admit, 20 laps is not a lot on these tires. We were running 40 lap runs and seeing, 10% wear. So can Graves hold off the 64? Can Cooper get another great restart? DeMore has fallen back as he was behind Boyd when the caution came out. So that is going to move some things around. It's going to put Boyd on the outside behind Adam Vinny, beside Nick Cooper on the restart. And then DeMore will be inside next to Brandon Steele. He'll have Rundle behind him. Then Bigelow, Semmelman, and King behind that. The 0-1 of Graves. Getting down to it. We should get 2 to go here, or 1 to go here, I'm sorry. We do? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have about 22, 23 laps to go here on this restart. I know it's kind of been a rough one, guys. Thank you for sticking it out. Hope you're enjoying the show still. About to close it down here. If we could get a good 20-lap run, we'd see what the 01 has left in those tires. Out of 4, back to the restart zone.
Green, green, green.
Graves got a pretty good start. Cooper will get alongside Vinny. DeMore is going to try to get alongside Boyd, and he'll do it. They're side by side behind that. Rundle and Brandon Steele. Nick Cooper making the old skins look pretty good here on the inside. Not quite clear of the 64 of Vinny. Not quite clear again. He gets so close and then he can't get there. Boyd fought DeMore off on the high side. And now he's looking for something. An opening, a little wiggle out of the 64. That may be enough to get Graves in front of Adam Vinny here. Vinny a little wide through 3 and 4. Graves will clear and get single file. They're coming up on the lap truck of John Fall. That's going to force everybody single file till they clear him. There goes DeMore. Here comes Rundle. There'll be a spot behind Rundle for Fall to get down at least momentarily. And he'll be able to do that right here. Brandon Steele will get him here in turns 1 and 2 as well. Then Austin Semmelman, and then it's a big gap back to Bigelow and Schaff. Let's go back closer to the front, because Casey Graves has started to ease away from both Nick Cooper and Adam Vinny. And Vinny has not been able to get back to the outside of the 35. 17 to go that time by. And caution. There goes a truck by. That is what clipped our caution, folks, right there. So we're going to slow things down again. This is going to change things up slightly. Getting down to it, we're going to be close to 12 to go. There's John Fall getting a wave around. We're going to get back on the lead lap. With Graves, Cooper, Vinny, DeMore, Rundle, Steele, Semmelman, Schaff, Forstner, and Stidham. Garrett Boyd had a problem. I don't know. Uh-oh, he must have had another one of his blackouts with his computer, because I can't find him now. So that will probably not make that gentleman very excited for a while. We'll work him up the backstretch. 15 trucks on the lead lap. 16, 17 maybe still on pit road. Graves, Cooper, Vinny, DeMore, Rundle, Steele, Semmelman, Schaff, Forstner, Stidham. There's Stidham back in the top 10. He's running out of laps. He's going to have to pass about a truck a lap if he is going to get up here and try to win this thing right now. Graves has the outside line, which is kind of expected. And Cooper will have the inside. You're going to what? First half of the race. Ready for the restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. 12 laps to go. Graves got a good start. Cooper right there in second. DeMoore got into the back of the 35. Now he's going to try to use it to get around the high side. He tried the bump and run. He tried to bump and then pass on the high side. We'll see what Cooper has to say about that. We're coming around to 10 to go this time. Cooper a little wide up there in the middle of the corner. .43 truck around. I think I saw this coming. I think the 105 is going to get into the left rear corner. You can see it's already a little bit. So Cooper had a battle with DeMoore going. DeMoore gave him a shot in the bumper. Didn't turn him around, but he used it to get alongside the outside. And Cooper was able to hold him off long enough to get to the caution. This will be a short restart. 12 cautions. 92 laps. Graves, Cooper, DeMoore, Vinny, Steele, Simmelman, Schaff, Stidham, Forstner, and King are your top 10 right now. Schmutz, Bigelow, Moody, Yost, Fall, Rundle 16th. Ryan Wagenschutz is your lucky dog. He'll wave around, and he'll only be one lap down now. We're going to be right at about 6 to go, 5 to go. The wave lap coming out when we take the green. And then we'll get this one in the books. The boys will have a week off to think about. All the short track racing will not be racing next Monday. 1 to go. Yeah, going to be 5 to go this time. Wave lap as we take the green flag. We do have some green-white checkers. I think they get 3 shots at it. Hopefully we don't have to use it. Graves with a good start. Cooper just as good. He'll get Graves down in front. Another little bump on the bumper, but not too much this time from the 7 car of DeMoore to the 35 of Cooper. Vinny will take over third. Here comes Stidham on fresh tires. Can he do something in the closing laps? Oh, car high. We're going to get another caution. Yeah, he was up alongside, still on the corner. Really couldn't go anywhere. So we'll get it back there. We'll go to overtime this time, I believe, as we will probably get a restart on about lap 100. Graves, Cooper, Vinny, Semmelman, Stidham, Steele, King, Schaff, Forstner, and Schmutz. The top 10 at the moment. There goes Ryan Wagenschutz, and he'll be back on the lead lap in 16th on the restart. One more pace lap. That will take us to overtime. So, who's got the fuel? Who's got enough tires? Can we get 2 laps? Or will we have to go overtime number 2? So another restart with Graves and Cooper out at the front. Semmelman now will pull alongside Vinny in the second row. Stidham next to Steele inside row number 3. Then King and Schaff. And Forstner and Schmutz. But we're going to get ready to go down front because the pace car is going to get out of the way. Overtime for the first time this year. The Fitzz Automotive Truck Series. Out of 4. Start for Graves. Start for Cooper. Down into 1 and 2. They'll stay 1-2. Vinny's on the bottom. Semmelman up top. Semmelman got a little bit of a run on the exit. He clears Vinny. Stidham had to really get on the binders. Vinny trying to protect that inside. Stidham's around him to the inside. White flag. It doesn't matter what happens behind him. We're going to go to the checks. Graves, Cooper, and Semmelman, 1, 2, 3. Time running out for Kobe Stidham. Casey Graves will win at Martinsville. Cooper, Semmelman 2, 3. Stidham in 4th, and Adam Vinny hangs on for a top 5 tonight. All right, while we wait to talk to our drivers, let's take a quick look at the finish. Steele 6th, King 7th, Schmutz 8th, Bigelow 9th, and Schaff 10th. Then Fall, Wagenschutz, Moody, Rundle, and Yost through 15. Forstner, DeMore, and Boyd, 16, 17, and 18. Keith, Steele, Lawrence, Whiteman, Wansing through 22nd. Spalding, Westfall, Werdeman, Ostendorf, and Chambers finishing up the field. So, let's start grabbing drivers. We'll put Casey Graves up here in the waiting room. We'll put Austin Semmelman up here in the waiting room. And we're going to find Nick Cooper as well. And we're going to get Nick Cooper up here in the waiting room. Well, we were. Oh, there we go. He moved. It just took a second. All right, let's get our first driver in here. Driver of one of the mini number 18 trucks in our series. He drives the 118. Austin Semmelman, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
It looked pretty rough all night long out there. You're going to come home with a third place, but never got a chance to really get in rhythm.
Yeah, it was it was definitely survival out there. At the from the literal drop of the green flag, I spun my tires and damn near crashed the whole field, but saved it and just got in that incident there. Coming off 2, just a racing deal, and had a really beat up truck. I can't believe it was good enough to even run with anybody there. So I'll definitely take that.
Yeah, it looked like towards the end, so maybe it was the differences in tires, but some guys were able to make some moves on the outside, and you had a couple of really good runs to make some passes up there. Did we finally get enough rubber up on that outside groove?
I don't know about the rubber. I just on that last restart there, I think it was Adam. I think he got a piece of the curb, so it made me look a little bit better than I was there. I think coming out of 2, and just got a nice launch and a nice run off of there, and was able to sneak into 3rd. And I'll definitely take that. Halfway through the race, I was in 16th or 17th with a pretty destroyed truck. So the green flag laps that we did have were definitely fun.
Well, a couple of weeks off to recuperate from this, and then you got to start getting ready for Chicago. What do you think about going from this teeny tiny little? It's tough. It's just short track racing, man. You're going to have bumps and grinds to go to something that's going to be super big and super fast. How about having 2 weeks to prepare for that?
I think everybody's going to need 2 weeks to fix their trucks after tonight's race. But yeah, looking forward to it. I enjoyed all the different types of tracks. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy the asphalt stuff and get enjoy it when I get to do it. So thanks for putting this on. I appreciate it.
You betcha, man. Thank you for coming out and racing and taking the time to chat with us. I had the wrong card up for you. I had you as a winner, but you're going to be 3rd place, man. But I'll look forward to seeing you.
The 18s.
There you go. I will look forward to hopefully seeing you tomorrow night in the B car.
Maybe. It depends. Got some things going on, but we'll see. We'll see, and hopefully I can make it out.
If not, I'll see you on the 16th for the trucks again, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Roger.
Austin Semmelman finishing in a 3rd, and now let's get ready to move on and talk to the driver of the 35. This guy, I tell you what, I'm going to wait till I get him in here. This guy right here, and he does it week in, week out. He'll go start at the back, and then it's a top 3, a top 4, a top 2, a top 5. Nick Cooper. Is there any scratches actually on that truck? Because I can't see any from here.
No, I don't believe I hit anything, at least.
Unbelievable.
Something, but yeah.
Unbelievable to work your way all the way through the field. Tell me about that tonight, because there was quite a few cautions and a lot of weird stuff going on. But there was some super hard racing the last 25 laps, and every restart, you had to defend your life out there, it looked like.
Yeah, it was really good. I don't know who I was battling with, but for a while it was pretty tough and good competition.
Looked like we got a little bit of rubber maybe on the inner groove. That outer groove, maybe not quite as much, and it took a lot fresher tires to make passes on the high side. Was that what you were feeling out there?
Yeah, these night races, the track stays cool, so that top lane doesn't really come in all that much, I don't believe.
Well, a lot of passes had to be made. You had to pass 21 cars to get to 2nd place, man. Not all of them made it super easy. Truck was working pretty good.
Yeah, Casey Graves definitely hit the setup really good. I really didn't adjust on anything the whole race, but I knew it was just try to get to the front and try to stay clean, and we did just that.
All right, man. Well, an awesome run. You're going to get 2nd. Give me some shout-outs and thank yous before I let you get out of here.
I got to thank you, Scott, and everybody that makes this league possible, and Graves for the setup and all the hard work with that, and looking forward to next week.
We'll off next week. We'll be back on the 16th at Chicago, sir, just so you have time to prepare.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, Nick. Congrats on the run. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Nick Cooper finishing in 2nd, and now he didn't get to win the season opener, although he did lead quite a few laps of it. He finished 2nd to his teammate. Tonight, little different story. He goes up there, passes Kobe Stidham, and then ends up holding off the rest of the field to pick up the win. Nose of the truck looks like it's a little dented in. Casey Graves, how many laps did you run with the front end dented in?
Oh, I don't know, probably the last half of the race, I think. There was a tangle up in the back. Somebody got loose, and I tried avoiding them, and somehow I didn't bring the yellow out. Saved it and kept it going. Yeah, luckily played played the track position card right. Me and Nick had pitted early. Pretty much as soon as the fuel window had opened, me and Nick had pitted, knowing everybody else is going to have to come down to pit and try to offset track position. Seemed to work.
Well, 20 lap difference on tires. Fuel, obviously you guys had it right. They're the end of this thing. Those last few restarts, any worries about the newer tires being able to get up there and really put some pressure on you?
Yeah, I mean, I think if we could have had like a long run, Adam, the 64, he probably hit a good shot. He got tangled, or no, I wouldn't say tangled up, but him and Nick got racing hard there, the one run. I don't know if it burned his tires up or what, but I seen them in the mirror, and I was just kind of cruising, backing my corners up, trying not to burn the tires up. Cool. And then, of course, those yellows there at the end helped us cool the tires back down, and were able to get us the win.
Well, a whole lot was going on out there. You survived all the cautions. You held everybody off at the end. Before we let you go celebrate, give us some shout-outs, some thank yous.
I got to thank you guys for putting this on. Scott for admin. He's been getting honest about coming over here and running for a while, and been fun. Unfortunately, gonna be my last Monday. I got another league I'm adminning in, so I can't make Monday nights now. But I'll be here Tuesdays for the rest of the year.
Going out on top, huh?
Yeah, I might make. We got a couple off weeks, so if they line up, I might make a return and see if we can get a win.
Well, it sounds like a plan. It's been a lot of fun having you on Monday nights. I'm glad you're sticking around for 2 days. A couple of weeks off. You guys won't be back till the 16th and 17th, so plenty of time to sit down and work on something for Chicago. And then for that little itty-bitty short track for the B cars over at North Wilkesboro. So hopefully we'll see some great performance out of you guys then. Appreciate you chatting with us. Congrats on the win, man. Can't wait to see you back on the track real soon at DSRL.
All right, thank you.
Casey Graves picks up the win tonight. And what apparently is his swan song here, at least for the time being. It was a little bit of a rough one, guys. I'm glad you stuck it out. I really, really can't say how much I appreciate you guys sticking it out through this. These guys definitely are a little bit better than this. We're going to have to go back and look and see how things went sideways, but it was still a fun night of racing. We got to see some really good battles when we were under the green flag, so I want to thank the drivers and the admins and everybody for trying to get things, at least a little showy for you guys. We will be back tomorrow night. The boys will head to Iowa Speedway. That's going to be a lot of fun. That track is a lot of fun. Little bumpy in the corners. Big D-shaped oval. It's 0.8 of a mile. They're going to go fast around it. We did some practice over the weekend, and the cars are fast. A lot of guys are really quick, so we should have a great show there. Want to thank you guys for being here. Without you, there is no reason for us to do this. With all the awesome leagues giving us great racing week in and week out, there's nothing to cover. So a high five and a pat on the back to everybody involved on both sides of the coin there. Be sure you come back and see us tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern, for the Timber Creek Homes Stock Car Series presented by Beef O'Brady's. As we will get a great one in for you tomorrow night before we go on hiatus for about 14 days. Until we see you again, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side